Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and welcome back to Top 10 MOCs of the Week. That's right, the series is coming back. We used to look through a whole bunch of MOCs every week, and now that I'm back on the channel, we're gonna do it again on hopefully a regular basis. So welcome back. Also, at the end of every episode, we used to do fun MOCs submissions. At this point, it's not set up fully yet, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna come back as a segment as well, but not for this first episode, trying to figure out how to do all this again. And of course, as always, don't forget to check out our store at BrickVault.toys, where we sell mock instructions. The latest model we have added is the giant invisible hand. David made a very detailed video about the model, so check it out if you want to buy instructions and support the channel that way. That is very much appreciated. Thank you. Starting off with number 10, we have Dicken 222 with Have a Bite. I love the title. What a brilliant little model. The skull is absolutely mesmerizing. It's pretty awesome. He used the socket side of the ball joint brick as the eyes for the skull, just a few studs here and there to accentuate the mouth, and overall just few gray bricks to show you the very poisonous core of the apple. Love that. I believe there is a bionicle piece at the top for the leaf. That's amazing. And these dome pieces are used for the apple's shaping. Well, hacking down, there's a second picture as well showing some of the ooze, the poisonous ooze dripping all over the place with the translucent antenna pieces. And overall, as simple MOCs go, which I always appreciate, I'm a big fan of simple designs and simple builds gaining a fantastic NPU effect. This is it. Well done. I'm really impressed. That skull is a masterpiece. Number 9, whatever that is, Codsworth by TOP10 MOC, coming in hot with something resembling of a Strider. I don't know what to say about this. I just was mesmerized by the NPU. In this model, we have the old Star Wars Death Star piece, the piece that was used for those mini Star Wars planets, and all the other things surrounding it. What seems to be also the classic gray color, perhaps. I don't think it's a bluish gray. Maybe the photo just misleading me in the color profile, but it nevertheless looks a little bit of an old style, old school MOC. Love the tentacles or limbs of the thing. There are some things that I don't even want to know what they do actually, but it is looking very alien, very sinister, and well, you don't want to meet the thing in the dark, or you don't want to be Tom Cruise fighting it probably. Anyway, great job on TOP10 MOC, NPU all over the place. Moving on to number 8, we have J6 Crush coming in hot with the Texan 4 Texan development testing and evaluation. Alright, so we got a powered up hand. Iron Man would be proud. Love the use of the thunder pieces all over the place. Things are being very sparky in this set. Other piece usages, you can see a nice blend of Technic, those Technic wings, along with triangle elements for the hands details, and a lot of nice shields and tiles complementing the look, even though some of those like cut off modified bricks are making its way to the MOC. I just keep getting really impressed by how people use the bricks and how can they blend things like Technic and Lego for such an immersive build, plus some splash of color with that lightning and red pieces. I believe those are red roller coaster pieces underneath. That makes for a, well, MOC worthy of the all classic BrickVault Top 10 MOCs. Am I right? Number 7, I hope you're hungry. I mean, not that hungry, because this thing will probably eat you rather than you eating it. Anyway, this is the crab pizza, or as Max Davidson calls it, stuffed Crust-acean. Put some sound effect here for the great joke. I don't know what's about it, it's just so cute. The piece usage here is also incredible. Those yellow elements in the middle, I believe, are those like minifigure life vests? What is it? It's it's some minifigure accessory, but I'm not exactly sure which one it is. So let me know in the comment section below. Plus, just the color scheme is wonderful for the classic pizza. Some of these yellow pieces are representing the cheese oozing over it, especially in the front. That claw piece is wonderful. Plus, you know, adding the claws of a Crust-acean, of a crab, and 2 little eyes poking in the back adds to the beautiful variety of the MOC, and just like great idea. Well done. I like how he did the dough in the back. I like how you can see the layers of tomato sauce and mozzarella, and maybe some even other ricotta cheese perhaps on the top, and some veggies, some pepperoni. Everything is there, but it's just a forbidden pizza. You're not supposed to eat it that way. It's very weird. Moving up to number 6, Magma Frost 13. Little Timmy learns a harsh lesson about gravity. The title alone should give it like a number 1. I'm sorry, it's a dark joke. Timmy, I hope you're okay. Anyway, this is a perspective shot, or more like a piece of just a forced perspective shot. It's not probably a full mock, but nevertheless, the vibe is great. Is that a Bionicle mask for Timmy's face? Love that. And is that also a Bionicle piece inverted mask for his haircut? That is amazing. All these things falling through, are those mini Bionicles? Yeah, it's all over Bionicle. Excellent job. I wonder what that red cloth for the red carpet is coming from. Which set actually had those? Is that like the capes from the old buildable big figures or stuff like that? Let me know in the comment section. But this is a motion for sure. I wonder how he attached the boy to the staircase in this very aggressive motion, but it works so well. I don't see many Bionicle based mocks like this portraying something more of a real life looking, but this absolutely nails it. So Magma Frost, you did secure a spot in top 10 mocks with that one for sure. Number 5, we're getting a little bit to the medieval times. That's Sais Creation with a fairy house. Very cute. A little bit of that blacksmith Lego vibes for sure, but of course the gribbling for the stonework, the masonry is whole other level as you would expect from a mock like this. I especially like the trees on the side with a little bit of that whip pieces, I believe, or some extra foliage elements in brown. Lots of good details for the bark. The building itself is incredible. You can see the ingots, lots of gribbling with the stonework, some really cool pieces used here for some details in the front. The hourglass is there, and the roof works really well actually in that teal color with just a simple use of overlapping tiles. I just love when the effect is great by using simple, not very specialty pieces like tiles here, and this works just fine. Lots of good details for that like wooden chair on the side, other things as foliage around, so it's more like an artisty mock for sure, but it looks wonderful and I'm always a sucker for these, so well done. Number 4 is Pokemon Takamichi Irie, a designer I believe I did feature back in 5 years ago when I last did the top 10 mock creations, and that's just a Pokemon card in 3D. Love the little Bulbasaur, I think that's a Bulbasaur, that is a Bulbasaur, and all the other things surrounding it. There is even a Bionicle mask making it into the corner where you usually see some of these stats or card special features, but this again takes it to a whole other level. Mushrooms all over the place, foliage, rocks sticking out, and a really nice perspective for the clouds, and the kind of background with ground and sky in the back completing the look. Comes with a stand, so highly displayable piece for sure. I always was a fan of his creation, and this is no different. Up to number 3 we have Brickland with Sea Raiders, and you might see, yeah, that's a simple mock, but I noticed a few things in this thing that make it stand apart from the others. The NPU for the front of the boat with the tentacle pieces, creating a curvy front of this vessel. That's a lovely use of pieces and a very creative one at that. We have dragons' wings as sails. I'm not sure they're very effective, lots of holes in them, so not sure how they work with the wind, but nevertheless it's a very unique look for a sail. Never seen that before. Plus just the boat with kind of those pipe looking logs on both sides makes for an interesting look, and the same kind of tentacles are used in the back for a curved rear. We have some of these larger slope elements to create the kind of irregular cabin in the back, and overall just like the lack of studs I guess and the creativity with shaping and curving in this set, in this project, are what really made me mesmerized in it and secured a high spot on this week's list. Not enough Xenomorphs ever. So with number 2, I'm kind of coming back to a tradition to feature a Xenomorph whenever I see a really good one, and that's Łukasz Alagierski, Polish designer, with Xeno Prime. I mean, it's the lighting in this picture, but also his other pictures show the details without the lighting, which means the mock, the Xenomorph, looks incredible in any lighting situation. The reflections, the way the tail works, with lots of fang pieces from Lego. Incredible design for the school of the Xenomorph. I was away from the mock community for a little bit and I probably passed quite a few Xenomorphs, but seeing this Xenomorph as my kind of first time return to showcasing the mocks, this is very impressive, and probably back in my day it would take a very high spot, and that's what it's taking this comeback edition. So amazing, amazing. Xenomorph is always one of the toughest creatures to pull off in Lego, and to make it look organic and intimidating and scary and horror-like we know from those beloved movies, it is a very high feat. So Łukasz, wow. Well done. Alright, number one spot is from the thumbnail, because I thought it looked so cool. It looks just incredible. This is Eero Okkonen with the Reactorback Strider. I'm getting a few vibes from this, maybe War of the Worlds, maybe Horizon Zero Dawn, something about it, maybe Mechazilla. I don't know what it is, but the town in the bottom kind of gives you the sense of scale on how this creature would look like in real life disturbing scenario. The use of pieces here is insane. I don't even know what these pieces at the neck are. The red eye just poking from under that incredibly detailed and crafted skull or head of the creature is just top-notch class. I think those kind of elements on the underbelly around his legs are the big Rock Raiders wheels, I guess. There's, I guess, some bionicle here involved too. That giant saw blade, it just gives the extra look. Feet are amazingly crafted as well, look like ATST but better. And then these giant rim pieces on the back showing some kind of like power plant for the creature, just making it run. I was just, this is it. This is the thumbnail. I feel it's very cool. And you gotta really pay attention if you don't know the gist of it, that it is Lego. It is actually Lego. There is no stats. You can only see the stats at the very bottom of that landscape. Some of the elements you might recognize, but from afar you just really can't tell. And that's what makes this mock number one this week. But hey, we also have some honorable mentions like that Lego Batman Samurai from Dad's Brick the Joe. SweStar with the Mech-CUBE16 is rocking it as well. Gino Lohse with the Last Unicorn movie poster, just one of the wonderful mosaics that people put out, and this one is in 3D. And Dickon is coming with Mechanical Leopard 01 in full motion. Ted Andes with the Dragonfly Ornithopter, a take on the Dune Ornithopters, but with a little bit more organic features. And our very well-known Jerak with Anagnorises, as something from H.R. Geiger book as well, I would say. Loic Gilbert with a Solarium. I used to love these scenes of kind of real-life places, greenhouses, rooms, with great use of lighting in photography, and that's a great example of that. And if the black Xenomorph wasn't enough, we also have Joey Klusnik with the Xeno Lobster Queen, Forbidden Lobster as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this lineup. It's good to be back on Top 10 MOCs. Again, fan MOCs will be coming back either as a separate episode or as a part of the Top 10 MOCs like we used to do back in the day, as a showcase of the community, so stay tuned for that. I'm still figuring out a way to kind of let you send us pictures. Last time we used an email, but that was a whole mess. You know, people were submitting all kinds of stuff, and it's too much. Very often I had way too many pictures to sift through. So maybe this time around we're gonna figure out a better way so you guys can submit pictures and we don't have, you know, 5 days of work to get it done. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the Top 10 MOCs. Please subscribe and like. Check out our web store as always. Good to be back. My name is Mike. Welcome back to BrickVault, and I'll see you next time very soon. Ta-ta!